Hey, I'm going back to classic FTR with this. No editing, just me yelling at the camera. You know, I fucking hate herd mentality. I think anybody who's watched me for any length of time already knows that. But I gotta talk about it on its own. I mean, yes, I've touched on it with videos like my civil discourse video, or the politics videos, left and right, and why you should be neither, and all that stuff. Maybe I'll put some screenshots on the screen, okay? But overall, I gotta talk about herd mentality in and of itself, which is effectively cult mentality. People who are following a cult because they have no personality. I've said that too, that people who fall into these herds, these cults, these echo chambers, whatever you want to call it, do it because they have no personality. So what they do is they make their opinions their personalities. And that's actually one of the main reasons why when you insult someone's opinions, they take it personally, because they make their personality their opinions. Like, look at woke ideology as a whole. I don't have to repeat it. You've heard me say it a million times. But just look at woke mentality. Pick out any aspect of woke mentality and boom, it's right there in your face. Okay, first thing to think about, pronouns. Pronouns is an example of cult, woke, herd mentality. And if you insult pronouns by saying that they're pointless or stupid, or how you hate how they force it on people, all of a sudden they take it as a personal attack. It's not supposed to be personal. I mean, to an extent, yes, because I am insulting you as a person if you actually follow that shit, but but I'm not insulting you just for having pronouns or believing in them. Aside from the fact that you're a dumb person, but just the concept of having it is not something to make fun of necessarily. But you take it personally when we do, because you make that your personality. You don't have a personality, so you use things like your pronouns as like your label. Look, this is me. I know I don't have any uniqueness whatsoever, but please, can this be my only trait, my only uniqueness that I have in the entire fucking world? And I also hate the other aspect of it, where if you like something that someone else doesn't like, but that thing has a positive or a negative aspect to it, you automatically have to fully like it or fully hate it, and I'm so fucking tired of this. People's brains are so programmed. There's no nuance. There's no rare sense. There is no ability for pattern recognition. There's no ability to see the good and the bad. It's just automatically good or automatically bad. Here's a few examples. Trump is a huge example. And this is on both sides. When it comes to the woke side, everything Trump does, no matter how good it is, they will always hate him and never acknowledge those good things. Now, he's done way worse in his second term. But let's talk about his first term, okay? In his first term, people hated him because the mainstream media told you to. And he did a lot of good things. These good things were never acknowledged by the left, whether they be the leftist media or leftist people or SJWs who aren't really people at all. And everything he did, good. It didn't matter how good it was. And he did a lot of good things in his first term. Reducing cost of living, reducing the price of gas, going against the mainstream media, having policies that were going against these crazy woke SJWs. And he did a lot of other good things too. But he was always attacked for it. And if people even mentioned one positive thing, it was still met with hatred. Remember when Trump would do the State of the Union address speech, and he would mention some good things, and the Democrats would just be like, everybody would applaud, but the Dems would just sit there quietly. Because, like, I understand if you hate him, but you need to give credit where credit is due. There are some good things. Like, in his second term, it's been mostly bad, but even the few good things he did or said or things that he was right about don't get acknowledged because, you're part of the cult. And if you dare to say one good thing, even if it's factually true, you're kicked out of the cult. You are literally called a Trump-supporting, Nazi, fascist, sexist, transphobe, racist if you even agree with one thing he did that has nothing to do with racism or transphobia or sexism, because that's what people do. For this one, watch my video called, I forgot what it's called. Here's a screenshot. I forgot the title, but in editing, here's a screenshot. In this video, I touch on what I'm saying right now. The whole thing about using every buzzword on the planet to describe something that you don't like, even if what they do has nothing to do with that thing. Like I just said, he will not say something that has anything to do with race or sexism or whatever, but people will still use those words to react to it. Because you're fucking programmed. Because you're part of a cult. Because you have herd mentality and you don't have a fucking brain with any ability for nuance whatsoever. I've been saying this as far back as that video, so a good 5 years now. It's the same shit. And you know what? It's on the opposite side too. That's the woke side. But here's the mega side. The mega side, especially today, are still going to defend Trump no matter how many bad things he does. His second term has been really bad. Really bad. Everything with Iran and Israel and all the other shit he's done. But yet MAGA still stands by him because in a large way, MAGA is also a cult just on the other side. And they also are like, oh, MAGA cannot attack Trump or criticize him for anything bad he did, otherwise you're attacking MAGA itself. Or you're attacking all conservatives. No, they're not! If I say that Trump is an idiot for starting the Iran war or giving so much money to Israel, am I all of a sudden anti-conservative? Am I hating Trump? Am I doing all this hateful shit? No, I'm just using the power of fucking nuance to say this is good and this is bad. People even accuse me of programming mentality. Yeah, seriously. What can I say? Now, granted, the people who say this about me are people who do not watch my videos, and go figure, but I've been called a person who has brain programming because I used to be very supportive of Trump, and I also used to think that Michael Jackson is innocent, and I now think Michael Jackson is guilty. I've been called a programming type of person based on these two things, despite the fact that neither one of them are evidence of a programming type of mind. But again, why do people say it? Because me changing my opinion hurts these people to their core. Because these fucking people, like I said earlier, they assign beliefs to the person, which is what people do when they don't have a personality. They're so empty and weak people that to them, your beliefs are who you are, which is not true. When I was complimenting Trump back in 2016 in those old videos, I was talking about things not because I was part of a not because I was part of the MAGA cult, but because I was just factually stating what was true at the time. It doesn't matter how much I like him or dislike him on a personal level, which FYI, it's not that I dislike Trump as a person, I just never cared about him, even like 15, 20 years ago. The point is, though, when I was complimenting him back in 2016, I was referring to factual things. Cost of living, price of gas, going against SJWs, going against the media, lowering taxes. Those are factually good things, regardless of what fucking side you're on, you stupid fucking morons. And now, I get the occasional comment about, back then, oh, I was a MAGA Trump supporter, and today I'm anti-MAGA and I hate conservatives. How about you're both wrong and I'm just being in the middle with nuance and pointing out facts regardless of what side they're on? I know, fucking crazy. Michael Jackson. Yeah, I spent 20 years defending Michael Jackson. I was one of the very first Michael Jackson defenders in all of YouTube. And then about a year and a half ago, I changed my mind after learning some new evidence. I grew, my perspective changed. I watched videos on Roxanne's channel and learned a lot of things I didn't know before. I gained a better understanding of sexual abuse against children. And I grew up. I'm 36 years old, I'm 36 now. You know how old I was when I started defending Michael Jackson? 16! 16! And you want me to have the same mentality as when I was fucking 16. I could be wrong in changing my mind, but the evidence I see today is stronger than the evidence that supports Michael. So I changed my fucking opinion. But what was the reaction to it? 95% of my audience, because 95% of it was Michael Jackson fans, unfortunately, they all abandoned me. They all attacked me. Some attacked me for the belief itself, but many people attacked me as a person. I was attacked as a person for a fucking opinion. I know this is crazy to understand because, again, you all have herd and cult mentality, but believe it or not, my opinion on Michael fucking Jackson, on a dead celebrity, does not define who I am. Crazy shit. I just believe in facts. That's it. It doesn't matter if I was 16 or 36. It doesn't matter if I think Michael's innocent or guilty. My personality is exactly the fucking same. I still believe in facts. Even if I'm wrong, I still believe in facts. I'm still honest. I'm still loyal. I'm still a very nice person. I still care about people. I still want to help people. I still give advice. All of those things are still fucking true. But because you people are so fucking brain dead, you think, well, I hate anybody who thinks Michael Jackson's guilty, therefore I must hate Matt, even though it has nothing to do with him as a person. It's fine to say that you hate my opinion. That's fine. But to hate the person because of the opinion, that's when I say that not just to me, but to anyone in the world, you are a fucking moron. And there's no way out of that. You cannot justify those actions while calling yourself smart. If you have cult mentality, herd mentality, and believe that someone is a bad person because of an opinion, there's no ifs, ands, or buts here. There's no debate. You are a fucking moron. Point blank, period, fact. But this is the world we live in. Herd mentality, cult mentality, people defining beliefs like woke ideology and pronouns, or being a feminist, or supporting Black Lives Matter, or supporting Antifa, or supporting the mainstream media, or supporting the government, or being a fucking mask hole when it comes to COVID, or being any of these fucking things where you ignore facts because they go against a belief you have deep down, where you feel that if you change your opinion, or if you dare to have some fucking nuance and look at both sides, you should hate yourself or the other people will hate you. It's the saddest fucking mentality. I know what causes it. It's caused by people, like I said, who don't have a personality. So they attach beliefs to their personality and make it their personality. So every single opinion change, all of them, conservative versus liberal, SJW versus MAGA, religious versus agnostic, Michael Jackson fans versus Michael Jackson guilters, having the cult mentality of any other fan base in the world. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, seriously. What else can I say? I've been trying to teach people for over a decade that cult mentality, herd mentality, living in echo chambers, not having civil discourse is a bad thing. I made my video on civil discourse. Go watch it. In this video, I explained to people why it's actually very important to debate with people you do not agree with. Because it's called expanding your mind and seeing other perspectives. But are people ever going to do it? Of course not. Instead of expanding their mind, they'd rather keep their mind closed and remain a hateful piece of shit. I fucking hate it. I've been hating it for almost 2 decades now, and I'm never gonna stop hating it. It is the dumbest way to live your life in the entire fucking world. Woke ideology was created based on this kind of mindset. Stop hating people who think differently than you. Stop hating people just because they changed their mind. That's called personal growth. It's not called being a traitor or a bad person or a hypocrite. People do change their minds as they get older and learn more. That's a normal part of life. But when you're mentally stunted and you're part of a cult, changing sides, feels like being a traitor. Just like in real cults, like Jim Jones' cult, or any of the other cults throughout history, if people did see what the cults were doing and tried to leave because of it, the cult leader and the fellow cultists would attack the person for trying to leave. And to avoid that from happening, Jim Jones had all of his followers drink the Kool-Aid. That's where the phrase drink the Kool-Aid comes from, by the way. Are you people going to take what I'm saying to heart? Because you should. It's time to fucking grow up, because I am done with this shit. For the record.